Never ever think it was a bad idea to leave the terrorists just right around the corner of the prison. I never think that was
Especially the one that likes to talk to flowers about, like,
yeah,
you know,
burn the house down, you know.
about sulfuric acid.
I never thought that was a bit weird, no. Yeah, because what we need for this next part of the operation is dramatic flair.
I thought the dramatic flair was her talking to flowers.
No. That was the simple part. That would have been too easy, Neil. It's got who, so what do you want? All the flowers pushing the cart like some sort of weird ketamine dream. Thank you for all the help, Almir, and whenever you get a chance, get yourself some Catellamax. I think you need some.
For bottoms.
I love the Kate's fucking like clothes have changed like 3 times in this cutscene. Because she wasn't wearing this when we started.
Where the fuck did you get that?
I don't know. Very weird. It's like they did these cutscenes and then like just changed the plots. Maybe there's a second way into the palace and that's how she gets to the skies or something. I don't know. Ah yes, now we're doing the movie cliche of scolding the main character before he gets his escape.
Yeah, like, for once I'm actually with Lucky on this. It's like, you do realize time is of the essence here and I'm chained up. You know, you're in the middle of a jailbreak. Now is not the time to stop to chastise me about something that happened before we even met. Okay?
Yeah. My camel's doing God's work. Aw, isn't that nice? Look at us disrupting the local economy like this. You give a man a camel, and he'll travel the desert. You give a boy a camel, and he'll sell it for Pokemon cards. Yeah, I don't think Lucky's been the same since he lost his scarf, you know. Just a different man now.
Yeah, he's now just white man. White man with camel.
He's lost his hero armor, his protagonist armor. This is Kate's Gate now, and she don't need no scarf.
She don't need no mane.
She don't need no scarf. So, this is where there's going to be a really seamless transition here, Neil. Because when we started this playthrough, I told you that this gameplay was going really, really well, and I thought I was going to get this to the end, and then one errant save file later, and it all went bad.
That save file is a putrid indiscretion.
Yes. Again, I love that this is the really wordy part of the escape. Like they silly got that camel must have been at fucking light speed because they got plenty of time to chat shit over now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, it's not really the pulse-pounding escape from fucking prison that I was kind of thinking. I sit here and chat absolute shit.
Oh yeah, no, we're still we're still fucking arguing the toss here. You know, our love interest has to try and put us right before the final confrontation.
Fucking finally.
Eventually, you know. Meanwhile, and what's happening in the palace? Tell me where they are, woman, or I'll sing to you. I shall start. Time to.
Did she like hang around the same spot after we like saw through the fucking bars at the prison? She just like, this is a bit sketch. I'll just stay here. I'll just stay here and claim I didn't know anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where our flowers are. Oh no, our plane blew up.
Genghis Khan is here.
and Sexy Jacket is here. Fuck, we're doomed. Now, here comes the bullshit. Right? So we've got people running at us here. The dialogue is timed, so like we get to read it and before we go. So here's me thinking I can save.
Ah, you fucking dingbat.
And you don't get any time at all.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Because like again, you thought about like distance based, but like they weren't up in your grill, so I thought you had time. But don't. So now let's see how this was meant to end. And suddenly the resolution and the zoom in is very, very different. Like, couldn't possibly tell you what's going on here. Harvey Birdman is here? Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, now we're going to hitch a ride with the Orient Express.
Ticket, please.
Which thankfully we do have. Who's trying to board the Orient Express with a horse? Because that isn't going to go well.
Camel. The hump fell off, I know, but we'll sellotape it back on. It's a camel.
I don't know, man. That's a really horse-shaped looking camel.
Oh yeah, we get to play. You get to pick which one we play as now for the final one.
For the final battle, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Blood branch. Blood branch, yeah. Well, here we are, the Orient Express, which is certainly not a way of setting the scene for this level. And again, it looks like Kate's fucking design has changed again, because now she's suddenly in a fucking mink coat, like some like it hot.
Oh, is that Kate there?
I think so, isn't it?
I don't know. You know what I've been through.
Also, welcome to the rest of your life. If you want, you're the one that saved us from the princess. Just saying. No, we weren't close friends. He was my comedy sidekick. It's totally different.
He was only here to provide colour.
He had some witty remarks, and he chopped some people.
Yeah. He got blown up, so he didn't. It's like he didn't give his life in vain.
I get the feeling this is the drink talking here rather than Lucky.
You got an ass that just won't quit.
My God, your lips are just, oh my God, they're just lips everywhere. Lips.
Again, they've really nailed like the high energy, high octane escape thing going, but just having endless fucking dialogue.
Not even the endless dialogue, but like, why won't you fuck me dialogue? It's like,
as I complain to you endlessly about every part of your anatomy and what you've done in the past, and the fact that you're constantly getting pissed right now.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not a will they, won't they? It's a why won't you just get on with it?
The fact is, I saved your life. Yeah, I saved yours first. You do realize you would not have been there to have saved my life had I not, gunned down a snake or shot a snake or did whatever the fuck to a snake, then saved the snake bite.
To kind of to take a phrase off you, Neil, we rather did ventilate 2 cobras to save Kate.
Yeah. They could have been endangered and shit.
They probably were, to be honest. Come on, Neil. It was the 1920s. Nothing was endangered. It's the children that are wrong.
Yes.
I like the idea that if this was like this must have been a dialogue puzzle to actually get like the happy ending where she actually does like want to marry us and have like several horrible children.
Oh, dude, absolutely be horrible. Well, see, the thing is, depending on how you talk to her here, this is actually just to determine the ending. So depending on how you talk to her here, and depending on, I think if you went to how you treated her in the village, as well, that affects it as well.
Yes.
You could end up married to her or in a ditch.
Either way, it's a good ending for Lucky.
I think there are more endings. I think there are multiple ones.
There's a few permutations, all right, yeah. Yes, I was like, is this how Lucky like works through his issues by just bitching and complaining about women for half an hour?
To a woman,
yeah, the only woman in the carriage, like even the concierge in the next carriage going, Jesus, this guy's fucking weird. Oh, sexy jacket's here. Here we go. Now we got final confrontation on top of a train.
Yeah, this is the arcade section. So
yes,
which by the way can be skipped entirely if you don't want to bother with it.
Thank fuck. That is someone that was what people recognizing that the arcade segments they made were terrible, but that's not what matters.
Yeah, just smack attack. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's I'm quaking in my boots, Neil. I don't know about you. Obviously, you have to keep that ferocity gauge so high because it matters a lot in the gameplay, you know.
Oh, duck.
Oh, tunnel.
Yeah, we had to duck there, otherwise then we were gonna get killed.
Hilarious. Duck again. Oh. Yep, there we go. Look at us. Look at us swatting away like the best of them. Like I said, it's really pulse pounding finale, isn't it? It's just
it's a lot more pulse pounding than the previous fucking escape where we had to talk to a goddamn fucking, I think what the camel down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it beats Wall of Dialogue.
I suppose anything can be better than Wall of Dialogue, to be fair.
Well, it depends on the Wall of Dialogue. It's just fun, you know.
There is something very just wonderful about having a sword fight in the middle of a train. It's like, yeah, it's an action set piece. Here we go. This is what the people came to see. Again, it's done the samurai cop thing where like it's not like the actual boss of the gang is not the main villain. It's the sub commander. He's the one you're gonna battle at the end.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the one with the fancy jacket. You know it's gonna be him.
Yeah, you just took one look at that jacket and you're like, yeah, that's the bad guy.
Yeah, it's all in the design. You know, like we know that Lucky is the main character because he has a white scarf, and we know that guy is the villain because he's got a black leather jacket. You see, light and dark, scarf and jacket, they're complementary, yin and yang, because it's in Hong Kong. It all makes sense. I can't worry too much about this game.
That's because you invested hours into playing it. Completely fuck your save.
Completely fuck it in the end, yeah.
Also, your one save. What were you doing playing a game like this with one save? You can't.
I was tired, alright. I was being stupid.
I'm just blaming you for that.
No, that was a me problem. I fully accept that. 100% accept that. Fucking hell. Like here's me. The fact that I was actually so like engrossed and engaged in game. It's like, yeah, I can get this all done in one sitting, without realizing. Oh yeah, this is a Sierra game in the 90s. Why was they expecting it to be working perfectly?
Oh, well, we're moving now.
Oh, we moved on to a different carriage. He's running away. It's almost like he's retreating. Oh, now we're at the end of the cat. Here we go.
Watch out, I've been fighting this guy with a fucking sword.
Oh. That was a beautiful picture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Here comes the dramatic end of the movie. Will Brendan Fraser's character survive for the next movie he's in? And yes, the trick was to retreat and let Tong die a natural death. I'd love to know what's happening here.
Yeah, that's not the best.
How
did it blow up?
I don't know. It just did.
Did we put any? There was no explosives on the train. In fact, if anything, it got disconnected, so it should be going slower.
Yeah.
So like,
he actually just grind to a halt and go.
Yeah, you should just
hang on a second.
It's like kind of like that joke in Family Guy where like the horse and carriage fall off the track and the carriage blows up and then the horse blows up then as well.
Oh god. Seriously, this isn't the same actor the entire time. He's fucking changed.
Yeah,
like
I was going to say that he really looks very different there in that one.
Yeah. Maybe it's the costume as well that's throwing me off because like suddenly it's like, you know, he's now in fucking suspenders and ties. Like, where did you get a fucking tie? Who's buying you clothes?
There as well. That's different actor from the last guy. The last guy had like repulsively curly hair. Like, that
It's like we're playing through Discworld at the moment on Monday night.
He's stiffing us on the planes.
Oh no. No, not American Winston Churchill. How could you do that? You're just as bad as the regular Winston Churchill.
Oh, future husband. Oh, we're actually getting married. We did go the golden route.
There you go. As if there was any doubt, Neil. How can you be a billionaire with that teeth? Who's the other guy in the background? He hasn't been dealt with at all. He's in fucking cuffs with the. He's been linked by the by the two guys who were in the train. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that last photo made literally zero sense there.
Yeah. And now Kane has suddenly been shrunk as we move to Paris.
Mm-hmm. Nope, knock.
Oh, who could this be? Who could this possibly be, Neil? It could be anybody.
Gee.
Hey, and he's deep throating a croissant. Just what he always wanted. Wow, gee, you look exactly like you did when the plane exploded, except your head has been shrunken. Don't worry about it. It's a matter of perspective. Ah, very good. Yes, this is such a...
It's not even remotely angry with the fact that it just left him
in Istanbul.
Yeah.
But clearly he was on the train the entire time. I mean, that's the natural end of that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's literally the end of the game. Just everyone has a lovely time in Paris.
Eating croissants and drinking wine and shit.
Eating croissants and drinking wine. The most French possible ending. There you go. That's it. There's your chips, lad. Fuck off. You're done. So fucking funny. But yeah, that's Heart of China done. Like again, speaking of someone who actually played the majority of it, and again I do say the majority, not really that bad game. It was actually good for what it was, like, because as with everything, Sierra games are always kind of relative, you know. So when you actually do get a genuinely good game, it's kind of like it's always a case of least worst. But I think this one was actually quite good. Also, has a lot to do with the fact that it wasn't actually a Sierra game; it was published by them, so they couldn't quite ruin it as much as they'd like to, you know.
Yeah.
But at least like there were at least like notions of like making it user friendly, like skipping the arcade segments because you know they're a bit naff, and you know, the dialogue trees giving you different endings. Like there's actually some quite good thought into it. And again, we try and remember here that we're dealing with like what was it, 1991 was this
Yeah,
game? So
1991, yeah.
pretty fucking good for the time. And a big step up then as well for like, you know, for the proverbial FMV and stuff like that. So it's a really good ending. How about you, Neil? You did actually play this game back in the day. Would you? You're
No, it was good. Yeah, it was a very good game. It was just a bit cheesy. Actually it's a bit cheesy. It was incredibly cheesy.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, there is actually a number of endings there that we went through. So one of the endings, hilariously, is that you can actually just leave Lucky in the prison, and he's forced to marry the princess, and you can just get on the plane and just go, or get in the train
That's
and just go. Uh, yeah, that's it. So he's just leave it to him.
that
Just
actually seems like an appropriate ending, really. It's just like if you weren't as 100% on Kate's back, it's like, yeah, fucking leave him there. This is oh look, the consequences of your actions. Who could have seen this coming?
yeah, that's pretty much it. So we hit the golden ending there where we got the girl and the cash. But you can actually
Yes.
there's endings for each of them. So there's endings for getting like no cash and no girl, getting the cash and the girl, and
Mm,
getting no cash and no girl, where you actually end up with, like you're just living on the streets.
yeah.
And then the other one, which is you buy a bar and
Mm,
in Paris, and that's it. Like, but there's no romantic ending.
yeah. Again,
Also there is getting the girl and no money, so where you'll just the two you'll be in love but penniless.
the moral victory.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah. So either way, then that leaves us then at the end of Heart of China, which again was a fun experience. I enjoyed it. It was a good addition to our SierraQuest backlog. And as we mentioned, this kind of starts off a little bit of a, should we say, a side quest of Sierra publishing games as opposed to developed ones. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait until 1992 for the next one because in between then, Sierra published 3 in-house games. And what you're going to hear now is Neil slowly losing the will to live as I call out the next 3 games that we're going to be playing on SierraQuest. We have
Yeah, I think my mic is just gonna spontaneously stop working.
I think it's already given up the ghost here because it knows what's happening next.
Yeah, it knows. It knows.
It knows. So, elsewhere in 1991 for Sierra Quest was Police Quest 3, The Kindred.
Fucking hell.
You have Space Quest 4, Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers. And next on Sierra Quest, Leisure Suit Larry 5.
Oh, bollocks.
Passionate Paddy does some undercover work. So, we will explain more about why there is no such thing as Legislative Larry 4 when we continue this. But yes, unfortunately, we are talking sleaze again for this one. The fucking Harvey Weinstein wannabe is back being the main character of his own game. So we are going to jump in at that point and see what's happening with the slimy little fucker. But until then, that's been Heart of China. We have been Sierra Quest, and we'll see you next time. Because you died.